Remarkable Mrs Cox by Euan Rose. Emily Cox in conversation with her late husband Lenny during the coronavirus lockdown.
Part 9. Celebrating VE Day Then and Now.
You know, Lenny, today was supposed to be a repeat of 1945, with street parties up and down the Lowend. Course, as we're all in lockdown, that put paid to any repetition of the boisterousness. But rather than let the pops spoil all our fun, 2 fingers was raised and we all did as we was encouraged. Make merry, but keep you a distance. Back then, of course, I celebrated like a fiend along with everyone else. Told you I was doing it for both of us, I did, Lenny. And imagined you was dancing with me in Victoria Square. No social distancing then there won't. Packed like sardines in one big can, bouncing up and down, a singing and a shouting till we was hoarse, and the sun had come up. There was bonfires in the streets, and a lot of kissing and hugging, and other things which we won't go into. Suffice to say, your Ernie, for one, was like a pig in clover. Shouldn't be still resentful that he come back and you don't. But all he did was cop a bullet in his bum and they sent him home. Running the other way he was at the time, if you ask me. No sooner he's back than he was carrying on with 6 wenches. And he warn't seen for 3 nights. Jack the lad he may be, but it don't amuse me then or now. Although, of course, he ended his days in a wheelchair, a mumbling and a grumbling. The old bugger. Wonder how he'd be with the ladies here if he was still around. Not be doing the monkey walk here, would he? More the mobility line dance. Any road. Enough about Ernie. Given him far too much head space. You might have guessed who's elected herself the cell block organiser for our Golden Girls party. Flo, the chugger. May I put myself forward as the coordinator, her says. After all, I was in communications in the war. And I was peddling the land gal's produce in the market, I tells her, plus getting scrap metal on an handcart with me kids to melt down to make guns. But I'm happy for you to coordinate, Flo. Take a job talk to the others. I have, Emily, and I've got pies and puddings being made. I'm doing a lemon drizzle cake and I was hoping to put you down for sandwiches. That's fine, Flo, I retorted. Though they should be beef dripping sandwiches and omity pie if we was doing it correctly. Well, we all deposited our food on a trestle table in the centre of the lawn and sat a respectable distance from each other in a circle and took it in turns to go up and grab summat. We drank Mrs Bannon's from number 8's rhubarb wine, which was surprisingly pleasant, and listened to Winnie's old speech on the wireless at 3 o'clock. This was followed by a good old chin wag as we all went down our respective memory lanes. Outside for nearly 3 hours in the end we was. Then we sung We'll Meet Again, badly, and dispersed. In the evening there was another speech from Lizzie. Do you know, Lenny, her had her ATS hat on her desk. Her one from the war. Stayed in London during the Blitz, her did too. Lizzie'll be an hard act to follow. Hope they survive the Royals. Ain't been the best of years for 'em. Lot of folks say they'm an irrelevance in today's world. And maybe they am. But her words brung me and many other folk a bit of comfort tonight. just like her dad's did back in the war. Been an exciting day, Lenny. I think I'll sleep well. Night, Lenny. Love you, mate.
The Remarkable Mrs Cox is a Euan Rose Reviews production, starring Pat Dixon-Dale as Emily Cox, music by Adrian Kimberlin, and produced by Phil Brown.